Hello everyone, I have a box. Let's open this box. I'm Tammy T2009 and I'm bringing you quite the amazing video. So if you read by the title, we're looking at the Bluebird Thomas and Friends Miniature Railway. Now this is a set that I have some mixed thoughts on. Now, yes, this is another Bluebird Thomas train, but this is something different. Now this isn't going to be like the fold-up Thomas sets, or like my 3 printed Bluebird trains, which have been holding me back for a while, so next year I do plan to cancel this series, like I said in my update video. But I really do hope you have enjoyed these models, and I know I have. But now we're taking a look at the Bluebird Miniature Railway. Now this is a set that I have divisive opinions on, because on the one hand, I think it's a very nice set to have, and I feel pretty nostalgic for it. But on the second hand, it's probably not as good. This is something I've been contemplating on if I should get or not, because I thought it looked cool, but in terms of scaling, it's way off. But still, I do think there's some kind of value to the set. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this. Now, I've already opened this before, just to make sure all the pieces were in there. So this thing was wrapped with newspapers and bubble wrap.
Oh, you've already checked that out?
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, the UK does have its way of delivering packages.
Mm-hmm.
They have to go through this checking thing.
Yeah, it took a long time to get here. A couple weeks.
Just to make sure you don't have something illegal sent to you.
Did they open it?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, customs usually open stuff.
Yeah, the UK stuff usually gets sent to customs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the same with other countries or it's just...
Yeah, and they don't open every package, but they open a representative number, so...
Feast your eyes on the miniature railway. Now, I've already took a look. Now, all of this was actually wrapped inside the thing. I had to reach in with my hand and pull all of it out just to make sure that all the components were there. Now, I will say right off the bat, one of my biggest gripes with this set is that sometimes the pieces get lost way too easily.
How many are you missing?
Well, I'm missing the Troublesome Truck and Birdie the Bus. I'm just going to say that.
Did you know they were going to be missing?
Well, I saw from the listings,
okay.
There was actually one set that was mint in box with every piece. And I know all of you are going to be typing in the comments, why didn't I get that set? Why did I get this one that's incomplete? Well, to be honest, I just wanted Thomas and Percy the most, and Bulstrode. Now, the set comes with Annie and Clarabelle, but I don't think they add anything.
What was the price difference?
And it was kind of unfair to not have the truck with Annie and Clarabelle. I feel like both Thomas and Percy should have some piece of rolling stock to pull, which is why they include these things. But I feel like most people don't usually keep the box. They usually throw it away, so you don't have anything. Now this isn't like the fold-up sets where they fold up and you can have the trains stored in here so they don't get lost. I wish they could have done something similar to that, but they actually made this a full-on set. But yeah, I don't know why the pieces get lost too easily. Maybe because of how small they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like people should have a better way of storing things so that they don't get lost. Or you just have small kids. This is for ages 3 or 4 and up. So I think, but I still do hate the fact that things get lost too easily. Now, yes, I do agree. It would have been nice to get the full set in box, but I think that was a bit more expensive. I feel like getting these without the box is cheaper. And even though you don't have most components, I do still think it's decent to have just the 2 engines that come with this set and Bulstrode, because I have not seen Bulstrode yet. This is my first time owning a Bluebird Bulstrode. I do wish that this set would have come with Birdie in the truck, and then I would have definitely been a happy camper. But still. Now, I don't understand why they just sell the, one thing I don't understand about eBay is that they will sell incomplete things, even though the parts aren't there. Why would you do that if the parts aren't there? I feel like people would, actually want to have a Thomas, Percy, Annie, Clarabelle, a Troublesome Truck, Birdie, and Bulstrode in their Bluebird sets. But I feel like most people have gotten, probably dissatisfied with the fact.
Well, if you had an incomplete set, then you could buy pieces separately and complete your set if someone had some but not the others.
I mean, okay, but then you would have a duplicate set. with incomplete parts.
Yeah, but you would still have a set at the end.
So I don't know if one day I'll find a truck and birdie for separate if someone is willing to sell one.
Or you could 3D print some.
Okay, now if you were to ask me if 3D print some, like I don't even know if these fit on here. But actually they do.
Mm-hmm. They're from the Bluebird model. I would assume they do.
Like I think the roller wheels are a bit wide. So let me see. Like I put another character on here, like a tender inch, like Duchess, for example. I think these two actually have a nice time on here. I'm pretty surprised.
Yep.
Now I was generally not expecting this. Like so, this is definitely a new for me. I'm actually pretty surprised at the roller wheels. Who knows? Maybe like these trains will fit on the 3D printed tracks. The possibilities would be endless. Like I'm genuinely stunned by this. So if you want to like have your like I know most of you want me to send you links to these parts and like tell me how I make these. Now I don't know if I might do a tutorial, but I do plan on making my own 3D files for Etsy. But these are genuinely like pretty sick. Now I do like now these are more based off of the these Bluebird trains right here. And I do love the paper faces more than the 3D faces. I'm just gonna say that. So I think I just found a new set for these guys.
So the only difference is that yours don't have a real magnet inside of them, right? It's
Yeah.
just 3D printed.
They don't have metal rollers.
Yeah.
They just have fake ones. They don't roll. Now, they do have couplings on the back, but they don't rotate freely like these guys.
Right.
So it's a bit hard to like get these trains to go around. But if you wanted like a bigger engine like Gordon, for example, since he's pretty long.
He still fits on there really well, though.
I mean, you just have to like fiddle with the tender just a bit, just like, which can be a bit hard to like do and a bit stressful.
Well, aside from little kids, most people aren't going to be playing with them. They're going to be posing them, right?
Yeah, but
like for stop action.
Now these don't have the actual rolls, so they can't roll fully down the hill. You would have to like push them along. But I still genuinely do think this is a surprise for me.
That looks great.
Yeah, it definitely does. I do wish that they would make more than one of this set.
What is supposed to attach here and here?
Nothing attaches to there except for the sheds.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm wasting a bit of time. Like
that's okay. That's still cool. I like the little trees.
But I just hope you like my 3D printed Bluebird trains, and I generally think I had a fun time making them. This was supposed to be a fun, simple project, but then it escalated quickly and just took over my channel recently. But that doesn't stop me from making other projects, like buying other things. Like, for example, I made a Lego Fireman Sim, if you're interested in seeing that one day. And I bought a few new My Little Pony plushies, which I will definitely talk about soon.
Where'd you get those at?
Now, since I didn't like... Now, I'm just going to say that I didn't know what to do with my money, so I feel like I got this. Just because. I think that the green on this is a little bit sun-faded. Like, this is a 3-berth shed, so if you want, like, an engine in the sheds, you can. Like, especially, like, here now. I think this would definitely be helpful for Bluebird remakes at some point, but there's not a lot of, like, things to do on here, which is why I wish they would make more sets to expand upon your world.
If you sell the patterns on Etsy, it would be a nice way to pose the trains that you're advertising the pattern for.
That is the joy in Thomas and Friends. Like, having these sets where you can, like, build your own little railroad. Since I know that one day we're not always going to have a real-life railroad. So the next best thing we do is buy model trains. Now, let's say crane as well. Like, it does have the hook, which I'm very happy about. So, supposedly you would put cargo on here and you would load Bulstrode, but the cargo pieces are way too small. The signals are a bit bent and sun-faded, and I think the track is a little bit dirty.
What year is it from?
1998.
We can clean it with, goof off and alcohol and Q-tips.
Sadly, the fat controller has been ripped off of here.
Oh, you could 3D print one.
I mean, I could, but probably wouldn't feel the same. But you can definitely, like, have your own, like... I think since I have all these new characters that Bluebird didn't make, I feel like this makes the set much more better. And at least now, I know most people have been wanting a James the Red Engine in this Bluebird Voyager set, but... yeah.
Do you have a birdie, the one that's missing?
Yeah, but it's not... It's a bit different. It's more based on these guys here.
Gotcha.
Now, these are a bit too small to fit on here. This is my biggest gripe with the set.
They're a little too tall.
I do wish this was the same scale as these guys that they could... And I feel like if they didn't go bankrupt, they would have, like, actually made these other characters here.
Who's it made by? Bluebird?
Yeah, Bluebird Toys. But now you finally have a James on here to go with a Thomas and Percy as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, what else you got? We're at 11 minutes.
Right. There's one more thing I do need to address. It's this turntable. Now, the turntable is a little bit tight, which is a little bit of a problem. So, what you can actually do is you can sort of loosen the turntable a bit if you have the right tools. So, see, look at that. I just repaired the turntable.
I have my hand underneath it. It's fallen down inside there. We just need to push it back up.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why you use the screwdriver. Right. Now, the station doesn't have a name per se. Like, I know there are like several like. Okay, that's an annoying sound. Okay, you also have this crane right here. Like,
cute.
The thing about this is that it's so packed full. Like, all this track is like compressed into one sort of area here.
There's a little siding buffer. What's that called? There's two.
The siding, where you can like have the engines fill up with water. I mean, I could literally demonstrate them with these 3 printed trains. Like,
well, you can make a video of that later, separate.
All right, now let's
finish
talk about
unboxing.
The characters themselves. Now we're gonna get to the ones that I really do wish there could have been a troublesome truck as well, but these are still nice characters as well. Like, so we have Annie, and
I feel like that's a really big clip for an engine that small. This is old school.
Clarabelle. Now, I really do love their old school fashion designs, which is one of the reasons why I love these two as characters in general. They do have the nice cute faces. They have the nice roller wheels. And this is the thing, like, since these are like actual roller wheels, like you can see like little axles in the bottom. Like, these don't actually have axles, they're just built in and they're fake.
Right.
So they don't roll as freely as the other ones. And they do get stuck on the hills. But they do have the couplers, like, they clip together. And one thing I love is that Clarabelle actually has a coupling in the back. I do wish that they gave the troublesome truck a coupling in the back so you could have more. Which is one of the reasons why I love this Bluebird rolling stock, since they do have the couplings on the back. They can have them on here. They fit nicely. And they roll pretty well. Now, there are a few other problems that Trains Extreme has mentioned, but, like, for example, like, since you have, like, Thomas going up the hill, the coach is, like, leaning back here.
They're almost too wide. The ones you made are actually a better size. They're a better fit because they're not as wide.
Yep, if you look right here. Now, you can couple these up to, like, if you want to have Gordon, like, pulling the express, or you can have, like, Percy, like, carrying his mail cars, or
14.
Henry pulling his goods train. Like, I have other characters on here as well. But, anyways, now I think we will look at Bulstrode now, since here he is in all of his glory. And oh my gosh, he looks so amazing.
Oh, he needs to be kind of washed too.
Yeah. Now,
carefully with just water so that his paint doesn't come out. Let me see.
Here he is next to the 3 printed Bulstrode. Now, this is one of the few characters who didn't appear in the Roblox game Tiny Tank Engines. So I did try to make my own original characters like Bulstrode and Fergus and Mike. Right here.
Oh, it's Bulstrode with 1 L?
Yeah, Bulstrode with 1 L. He has a nice life rings on the sides. He has his name written on the sides. I think this was the only Bulstrode toy that James A. Williams had. But it's really nice to have Bulstrode finally. I do wish we could have gotten Birdie in the troublesome truck, but this is pretty much the next best thing. Like, he is a bit scratched now. I don't know why that is, because these are made of plastic, which doesn't really scratch as easily as something like metal or wood. But he's still pretty nice. Look at that cute face. I really love this. Like, this is my first time owning Bulstrode. And then the 2 like main ones here, like, now these are really nice to have again, but I do wish they were in scale with the other ones. Now here's the character who like never got his own official Bluebird set. Like, I think they were originally gonna do a set with him, but they just scrapped that and did it with James instead. But here is Percy, the small engine. Now, I do think it's very awesome that they made a Bluebird Percy, since he is one of everyone's favorite characters in the show. Now, he has a sort of okay 3 face, but I do...
Let me flip it for just 1 second.
Like, I imagine, like, this is what Percy would have looked like if they made his own Bluebird set. And here he is next to the other Percy. But you can see, like, these are way bigger than the other ones. I think these are about the size of the My Busy Book engines.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the nice roller wheels on the bottom here. Like, they're a bit more shinier than the 3 printed ones. Like, they have a more chrome look to them. But Percy is still very nice to have. Like, I do wish that they would have given him his own Bluebird set and have him more in scale with Thomas right here. Like, and also have him with the paper face, which is one of the reasons why I love these guys. Now, he's a little bit sun-faded because it's more minty-ish green.
How old is he?
And I think his window's a bit messed up. Like, this came out in 1998. And right now it's 2023.
So,
but yeah.
25.
He actually does roll a bit. He does roll a little bit good. Now, I don't know if the metal rollers are a bit stiff, but I think they've gotten, like...
17.
Anyways. I'm actually glad this Thomas still has his roller wheels actually intact, but I don't know about Percy. Like, I did have 2 of these sets that I got for Christmas back in 2012, and they didn't have the Birdie or Bulstrode. I think one of them had, like, the messed up roller wheels where they wouldn't, like...
Did you sell them, or do you still have them?
I sold them for some odd reason. I didn't know what I was doing back then. Okay, yeah. He hasn't rolled down the hills that smoothly, but hopefully Thomas does. But what I'm saying is, like, you really do nothing but, like, go around the sidings and circle around here. Basically, drive by the station. He would go to the docks to say hi to Bulstrode. And basically, he would just go here and dead end. And he's just traveling through the void. So that's Percy. And then, here's the star of the show himself. Like, this guy is all over the place. But here we do have a Bluebird Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, this is definitely one of the nicest Thomas models to actually have to date. Like, I do wish Bluebird Toys didn't go bankrupt, because then we could have, like, actually had a James the Red Engine to go with this set. Now, I don't know if one day I might make bigger versions of these characters, because that's all. I do enjoy making these, but at the same time, I do want to focus on other things, like, not just Bluebird Toys. Like, I don't want to be the Bluebird Thomas guy, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
That's just why I do other things, like do wood videos, like Ertl Trackmaster. I mean, I also do My Little Pony, because, like, I really love this show, and I just want to, like, express my feelings on it.
19.
And I also love keeping you guys entertained, which is why I love doing this YouTube channel. He's very nice and detailed. He has the very cute face. Like, that is actually a nice Thomas face.
He has big eyes.
Even though I do wish it was more like this guy. Now, he looks a little more accurate than this Thomas, because he has a bigger funnel. He has a better proportion. And he, like... Now, okay, that is definitely nice. Like, he has, like, a better time on this set than Percy does. I mean, he does struggle a little bit on this hill, but he's, like, pushing really hard. But I really do think this is a lot of fun. Now, here's what I'm talking about earlier. Like, he is not compatible with the other, like... I mean, I guess he sort of does work on here, but he can't fit on the bridge. Okay, actually, he does fit right here on this track, but there's just so many areas he can get stuck in. So, but at the same time, like, they made these roller wheels a little bit wider than the other one, and the track's a bit bigger. So, who knows? Maybe one day I will make these trains a bit bigger, so like they're in more scale with these guys. But who knows? I don't know if I might do that one day, but we'll see. I'll think about it. So, all in all, that was the Bluebird Thomas Miniaturelli set. It's definitely a nice set for a couple of reasons. The only nitpicks I do have is that I wish it was more compatible. I wish there were more sets. There's a lot of other things to do, not just like have all these cramped sidings. Like, it's just one big confined, condensed space. But these are actually a lot of fun. Now, it would have been nice if I got the troublesome truck and Birdie as well, but all in all, it is nice to have Thomas, Percy, and finally, for the first time, Bulstrode the barge. Now, thanks for watching this video. And my next video, probably 3 videos, because I'm going to do these all separate. I'm going to be doing a review on my Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie plushies from My Little Pony.
From Symbiote?
Yes. I'm going to be explaining why these are the best ones they've done. And these will be my permanent videos. I won't be deleting these videos. I won't be, going out of my way to buy a different version, because I think this is the perfect, representation of anything you could actually have. I think this is how you should do a plush. It did take a bit of trial and error to, get the right ones. That's the thing. When you're making something, you realize that it's not that good, and then you just work hard to make it better. Which is one of the reasons why I love these bluebird trains. And if you do want me to actually make bigger characters, please tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!